And going back now to our labour matters and the lead story, we have from our Abuja studios the Minister for Labour and Employment, Dr. Ngige, join us. I want to thank you so much indeed for joining us at this time. Let's begin from your jurisdiction where you are the head on the government side. But one wonders that this is happening under your jurisdiction. What seems to be the problem? Why have you been unable to bring about the Tripartite Committee members to have this meeting to try to foster forward the minimum wage discussions?
Yeah, thank you, Gimba. It's important to know that the Tripartite Committee is on, and we are doing our work. It's a presidential committee inaugurated by Mr. President. The word tripartite in labor parlance means that you have three partners. And these three partners are the organized labor on one side, the organized private sector on another side, that's the employers. Under them you have NECA, you have Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, NASIMA, Small and Medium Scale Industry Association, and other employers group there. Then you have government, which is what is called the authority in ILO parlance, the constituent authority. And these three people are supposed to negotiate a minimum wage for the country. The minimum wage is the baseline wage that the lowest worker should receive. The last minimum wage was done in 2011. And that was tagged at 18,000. So today is due for review. The law is due for review because it's reviewable every 5 years. So we've been working on this. But as of today, what has happened is that we have finished our work in the committee. The report is ready. The draft bill that will go to government for transmission to the National Assembly for it to be distilled and fashioned into law is already in place. But we need to get the figure. And government now asks for more time. This is because the state governors, the state governments have been unable to give us a figure.
That seems to be the point of contention, if you'd allow me to butt in there, my apologies, but that seems to be the bone of contention here, that particular figure to arrive at. The Labour says it wants 56,000 naira or nothing, up from 18,000 naira minimum wage. Can you resolve this issue within the next 7 days? As you know, the strike is already in full effect.
I don't get you quite clearly, but I know that they brought a figure of 56,000, which they changed to 65,000. And in the course of the negotiation and committee's work, they now brought it down to 45,000. The employers brought in 45 initially, and they are now at 25.
My question to you, my apologies again, if you didn't hear me clearly initially, I'm just asking you, can you solve this problem within the first 7 days of the warning strike?
We are reconvening on Thursday, that is the 4th of October. Our letters of invitation for the meetings are ready. It's in our emails, and Labour has got their own. And we do hope that the Salaries, Incomes and Wages Commission will have been able to, within the confines of the economic management team of the federal government, be able to give us a figure. It's not a figure that you just bandy and just throw it out like that. No, you must bring a figure that that the states and the government will have the capacity to pay. That is the guiding principle in wage fixing mechanisms. The principle of ability to pay. That's what guides it. You don't fix a figure that will result in a shortfalls in payment to workers, a figure that will make for workers not to be paid, and you have another round of strikes over shortfalls of people not receiving full salary or people who are not being paid at all. You don't also put a figure that will entail the state governments doing retrenchment or the federal government doing retrenchment. This is a government that doesn't want to do any retrenchment of any worker. And we have not done so since we came on board.
So in trying to balance the figures, as you say, has the government been able to come up with a tentative figure that you feel out of which you cannot handle anymore? Do you have a figure?
That is what they are doing now. That's what they're working on now. That's what they're working on now. And there are experts that will do the job. That's the National Salary, Incomes and Wages Commission. They're working on it. They're even part of the committee. The chairman is the secretary of the committee. But the government, there's a presidential order for them now to work and get us a figure that will not make for a disequilibrium in the economy. We don't have to just bandy a figure. It's not something you just go and buy like you're buying peanuts and stuff like that. No, it's a scientific thing. But the empirical, you must capture all the public officers or public servants in the public sector and then even in the private sector. You must have an idea. Because
that's a good place to
we are talking
get
about
addressed.
the economy.
I must thank you so much indeed. The Minister for Labour and Employment, Dr. Chris Ngige. Thank you for talking to me here on the News at 10.